Let me ask you this. I want to bring it. We haven't discussed this. Is fresh. I want to see what you guys think of this. So, Did you see Sports Illustrated came out with its top 10 wrestlers of 2020?
Yeah, well, but that's indicative of all the mainstream outlets want to cover wrestling because it's extra clicks, but you don't have to know what you're talking about.
So let's go over the list because I think it's interesting. Okay, and then I'm going to go over the list and then we'll discuss the list. All right. Number 10, Eddie Kingston. Number 9, Roman Reigns. Number 8, Kota Ibushi. Number 7, Io Shirai. Number 6, Bayley. Number 5, Kenny Omega. Number 4, Tetsuya Naito. Number 3, Drew McIntyre. Number 2 is John Moxley. Do you take a wild guess, Conan, who the number 1 wrestler was?
I know who it is.
I don't think Conan does. Take a wild guess, Conan.
Who the number after hearing that list?
Yeah.
Darby Allin?
No. Close. Sasha Banks.
You know,
I just think it's funny. On what planet is anybody that watches wrestling?
I think she's really good, though.
Yeah.
She is. But on what planet are you watching wrestling where Roman Reigns is not at the number one spot on this list?
Well, what planet are you watching wrestling where all but about 3 of the people on that list are on it?
Right, yeah.
It depends on the standard, but there's some people on that list. I can't imagine what standard would be applied to put them on it under any standard.
Right. And what planet are you on where Ibushi is higher than Roman Reigns and everybody else above him was higher than him? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was number 8.
The only guy Roman Reigns beat out was Eddie Kingston.
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me, and Glenn, we talked about this. Was it the Pro Wrestling Torch cover sheet? Had a fantasy draft,
right?
And like one of the first round picks was Hayabusa.
Oh, years ago, that's right. this guy's top 5 wrestlers on the planet, where Hayabusa was one of them. It's like Hayabusa,
right?
It's like this guy.
Great performer and worker in his own right. But if you had a fantasy draft, even back then, with him at his peak, he wouldn't be in the top 10 rounds.
Right?
He just wouldn't be, because the goal is to draw money. But the community for which AEW books doesn't recognize that anymore. It's all about 5-star matches and the cool factor.
That'd be like drafting Joe Thornton number 1 in your hockey draft. Right?
Well, the Toronto GM might.
Yeah, right.